There's a coffee table book called Synagogues Without Jews, which contains photographs of synagogues, many of them beautiful, where the Jewish community no longer exists. All that remains is the empty sanctuary, and it bears silent, eloquent testimony to the destruction of Jewish communities across the globe. As we prepare for the high holidays, we know that there will once again be many synagogues without Jews. The pandemic has emptied houses of worship, and the sacred scrolls stand in the ark, awaiting our return. My colleague, Rabbi Stuart Weinblatt, wrote a letter entitled, "A Synagogue is Not a Gym." And he said to his congregants, if you don't go to the gym on a regular basis and you haven't been there in a year or more, you might think about whether it is worth your while to pay monthly dues and remain as a member. And he said, unfortunately, some people think about belonging to a synagogue the way they think about their membership in a gym, but we really shouldn't. A more appropriate metaphor, he suggests, might be the way you think about an insurance policy. You pay a premium, so it will be there for you when you need it. A synagogue community, along with its staff and clergy, are there to help and offer assistance during difficult times, to offer comfort, support, and needed services at a time of loss, as well as to celebrate happy times and other life cycle events. But he says even the insurance analogy falls short because a synagogue is much more than an insurance policy. It is a community. A sacred community where we come together to educate our children and to provide meaningful religious experiences. It is a place where we gather as adults to be challenged and to deepen our understanding and connection to our heritage. It is really the anchor of our spiritual community as we celebrate holidays together and find ways to express our commitment to observing Judaism. Through its vast array of speakers and programs and activities for every age, from toddlers all the way to empty nesters and seniors, we connect to each other and to our people in traditional and non-traditional ways. Even if you never set foot in the synagogue, he said, even if you never come to any of our services or programs, even if you never avail yourself of all that we offer, by being a member, you support the Jewish community. You make it possible for others to partake of all that we provide for not much more than the cost of going out to dinner once or twice a month. At a time when Jews find themselves threatened by the dual-edged threats of anti-Semitism on the one hand and assimilation and apathy on the other, a synagogue combats both by promoting Jewish identity, education, pride, and continuity. The reality is synagogues can exist only if members of the community support it by paying dues, even if they never or only infrequently use it. So if you don't go to your gym, drop out. But please don't treat your synagogue the same way, even if you don't use it too often. You are allowing it to be open so that others can. Because unlike the desolate sanctuaries in the book, we will return to the synagogue. Once again, celebrations and song and prayer will rise from the now empty seats, and words of Torah will be heard from the bima. On a smaller scale, we will be opening up our doors for special private spiritual moments inside of our sanctuary on the high holidays. If you feel comfortable, we hope that you will take advantage of these opportunities to be back inside of our synagogue again. But when you are ready, whether it's 2 weeks from now or several months from now, there is one thing that you can be sure of. We will be here to greet you. Shabbat Shalom.